Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Ras Tafari, the lion's voice.
This is Mama Thea of Asli Pure, and when I want to hear the story from the lion and the lioness, I listen to Lion Voice with Kwasi Bonsu.
It's for us to teach, it's for us to enlighten, it's for us to do the works, in terms of roots and culture, as it is stated always. What is it? Who are we? It is stated that God is a definition of I and I self. And if we don't know where we come from, I don't know my forefathers, I don't know my history, I doubt I'll be knowing myself today. So that's where we should be actually starting. And as representing Mama, Abafazi, the women, bringing forth the light, encouragement, supporting the vision of the movement, the vision of the masculine side as we are feminine, and bringing that balance. I believe that everything is gonna work the way it should, and balance will be brought forward. I give thanks.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabet is giving birth in a place called Erjersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. Tafari's father, Ras Menen, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Menen is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Menen knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting, and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwasi Bonsu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
My sister, as a born African empress, how does the eye sight the Judeo-Christian symbology of the coronation with the eye overstanding as a born African, probably coming out of a traditional overstanding.
Give thanks once more. Can I just jump in a bit as a mother and not
Yes,
logic, but a bit of emotions here.
yes, yes.
um, um, I can say I can put all my kids in one crib in terms of universal spirituality,
Haile.
and knowing thyself, regardless of where you have positioned yourself. There are certain fundamentals that, as people, we should abide to and live, as humans. So when we start to know that humanity is something that any kind of a person should acquire, should have, that's when we're gonna start to acknowledge everybody, in the sense of liberty, and not dwell in that thing that we are rastas and we are anointed or better than any other. But it's for us to teach, it's for us to enlighten, it's for us to do the works, in terms of roots and culture, as it is stated always. What is it? Who are we? It is stated that God is a definition of I and I self. And if we don't know where we come from, I don't know my forefathers, I don't know my history, I doubt I'll be knowing myself today. So that's where we should be actually starting. And as representing Mama, Abafazi, the women, bringing forth the light, encouragement, supporting the vision of the movement, the vision of the masculine side, as we are feminine, and bringing that balance. I believe that everything is gonna work, the way it should, and balance will be brought forward. I give thanks.
Thanks. And I always say that unity does not mean uniformity. You know what I mean? We
N-
don't have to all say the same thing to be united. And in fact, that could create a level of weakness. I think we have strength in our diversity of thought. And I agree with the Field Marshal Toto in the sense that every knee shall bow, every tongue confess. So you will have ones coming from a Christian perspective, you will have one coming from an Islamic, you will have a traditional African perspective, and all of them will hail His Majesty. So we should not make that a issue of contention or be trying to convert people to say the same thing as I or they're my
Um,
enemy. Go ahead.
yes,
Go ahead.
I did mention to you earlier on that I am in the Institute of Abakalipibo, Kenya,
Okay.
and
Explain
we
what that is. Explain
do
what that is.
understand the teachings of His Imperial Majesty.
Explain to the people what that is.
Abakalipibo, should I say they should go and subscribe? Perhaps they will know more.
Yes. Please, please. Anything you want
um,
to promote, please go ahead.
it's a spiritual of spiritual knowledge, institution of spiritual knowledge, and it's headed by Grandmaster Abba Ayalo Amlak. We mainly teach about human condition, knowing thyself, because as I was stating that you can't do anything, without actually coming out to the core of yourself and knowing who is the God within you. So the institution is all about human condition and uplifting a different kind of people, diverse people, but in the teachings of His Imperial Majesty. So my emphasis here is saying that you don't have to be Rasta to have. You don't have to have dreadlocks to be Rasta. You don't have to, have a certain diet to be Rasta. But the tissues of His Imperial Majesty, they are broad. And anybody can receive that and take it to heart. Give thanks.
Give thanks.
Well, great is the Almighty, and greatly to be praised in the city of Haile Selassie I, the mountain of His holiness.
Yeah, from Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, the whole entire continent.
Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, from Accra to Addis Ababa.
Yes, it's beautiful continent, better control, Mama Africa.
Very beautiful.
From Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, I smile for Mama Africa.
I hear you call Mama Africa. Been so long since I seen Mama. Father of Africa set the law. The lion come and dismantle Babylon flaw. We gonna use solar energy, use sanitation to build the ecology. We utilizing green technology. We hailing Haile Selassie first without apology. And then we build the youth them economy. We dismantle Babylon monopoly. We teach the youth them how to live properly. Tell them make sure them got the title for them property.
Yes, this beautiful continent, better control, Mama Africa. From Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, I smile for Mama Africa.
I love you, Mama. Your heart never harden. I wanna turn all your slums into garden. I wanna stop all of your youths from starving. I wanna stop all of your tribes from warring. So much to say, so many feelings. We both been hurt, we both need healing. Since the League of Nations you've been appealing. You stand up against them backdoor dealing.